Welcome to another amazing Amazon FBA video. This, again, we've done this before on our channel and you seem to like it, so I'm bringing you another one. It's a fully transparent journey into Amazon FBA together to find profitable products, because we all know Amazon FBA is one of the simplest ways that you can build a $5,000 to $10,000 a month business. The first step is the hardest part, and it's actually getting started and finding the product, the perfect product that you can sell to make sure you're going to be profitable and you're not investing your money and investing your time and not seeing a return on that. So I've done absolutely no pre-planning for this video because I want you to be able to see every single step that's required in order to find ideas, find niche ideas, find product ideas, and also validate them to make sure that we are getting a return on the money that we invest into them. So all I've done here is pulled up an Amazon.com tab, and we're going to go ahead and jump in and start finding one or two profitable product ideas. And I'm actually going to mention something I didn't mention in the last video here, which is critical for your success. This is where most people are going to actually fail, and I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do once you find a product idea to make sure that you don't fail as soon as we find a product idea. So let's get started. I always start by just typing in random letters, because remember, there's three factors that we need to account for: demand, high demand, low competition, and then easy to source. So to cater for high demand, all you have to do is come in and search a couple of letters in here, and Amazon are going to automatically suggest the most high demand products, the most searched for products, using that combination of letters that you're typing in. So if I type in the letter A, the most high demand product that people search for when they start typing A is going to be AA batteries. So you can see I've typed in A here, and I've got AirPods, AirPod case, air fryer, Apple Watch charger. So we know we've got demand covered, but remember there's two others, which is competition and ease. Ease to source, ease to sell, which is normally a low price product that's easy to ship, especially for a beginner. So for the third thing is what I've done is I type in the letter. I know we've got demand here. Then I look for ease. I look for something that's going to be small and cheap. So it's going to be easy to source. So batteries would be easy to source and easy to ship. It could be easy to ship. I don't know if you can actually ship batteries. Let's go for a different one. Baby wipes. Baby wipes are going to be relatively easy to source and relatively easy to ship and relatively cheap. But I'm just going to come and keep typing in letters until you do find something like this, a nursing bra down here. It's a little bit of a weird topic, but immediately it's like, cool, it's high demand because I've typed in the letter N and it's popped up, and it's nursing bra, which is a little bit of a weird niche, which the weird ones in the US are normally the ones that work really well. And of course, it can fold down really easy, and it can be shipped really easy. I'm sure it's not that much to actually buy. So we're going to come over here and crack open AMZScout or AMZScout. And there's a couple of reasons why I'm using this software. One of them I'll show you in just a second. It's the main reason. But the other is this basically pulls all the back-end data that Amazon normally have access to, and they give us access to it as sellers, because if you're just shopping on Amazon, you're not going to see how much money each listing's making. You're not going to see the trend or how well it's been doing over time. You're not going to see any of this, but this software allows us to see all the information we need in order to make a decision on if we want to sell this item or not. And you can see the most important thing that I always do is sort by revenue. So when you sort by revenue, you're proving that the demand is there. And if you're taking notes on this video or you're learning, really listen to this next sentence, because it is the most important thing. If I was to go into a niche and I could only choose one thing about that niche to be true, I would choose that it has really high demand, because in a niche with really high demand, products are selling, people are searching for it, and all you have to do is go into that niche with an improved product, or a product that has something on your competitor that's already selling really well, and you'll start to take their sale. So high demand is key, and you can see it's absolutely crazy. This nursing bra is doing $160,000 every single month. Now that is, of course, of revenue, but the profit margin on these things, especially at a $35 price point, is going to be pretty high. I'd say they're making about $50,000 to $75,000 of profit a month just from that one listing. And you can see there's other people here doing it too. Lots of people here in the 5 figures, in the high 5 figures, which is really good. Not for a beginner, because unless you have a budget of $30,000 to $50,000, this is an amazing niche for you. But if you have a smaller budget, from $500 to $3,000 to $5,000, we're not going to be selling in this one. And the other reason we're not selling this in this niche is because the competition is also really high. You can see 7,700 reviews, all these in the thousands of reviews. It's not a good beginner product, but it is a good example of a niche with really high demand. What I want to show you down here is this magical button on AMZScout. Once again, the software is called, and it'll be in the description for you. You want to come over here and click niche idea. So instead of coming up here and searching manually for these niches, AMZScout actually have this really cool feature where they will give you suggested niches that they think are actually profitable. And now they're not all going to be profitable. And if this is the best way to find a niche, it'd be really easy to come in here and find your own products. But what we do is we use this for creating product ideas for ourselves. And then we go and we search deeper within these categories to find the best product idea to sell on Amazon FBA. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to find, see, this is a tiered serving stand. Like, I never would have typed in tiered serving stand. I don't know how I would have got to tiered serving stand. But if you sort by revenue, you can see the LOA revenue. You can see people are doing really well. Here's a good market depth. You know, you got 7 products doing really well. Some decent looking photos, but nothing that jumps out at me. And I'll show you exactly why I'm looking at that in a sec, which is the most important thing that you're going to need to remember when you source your product. And if I search by reviews, you know, you can see there are pretty high reviews at the top. If you come down here and find someone like this, though, you know, they've got 237 reviews and $21,000 of revenue. A good way to see this, you can see RPR on this software is revenue per review, which means how much revenue you're making divided by your reviews, which is a good way to find what I call the slowest gazelle. And the slowest gazelle is basically the understanding that you don't need to be number 1 in your niche. If you come over here and sort by revenue again, and we're in a small tiered serving stand niche, you know, a really small niche, and you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you're 6 in this niche, you're going to be doing $13,000 a month, which is about $4,000 a month of profit. Like, a lot of beginners, if you could do that on your first product, would take it in a second. And the slowest gazelle means if I'm in this niche, I don't need to come up here and be like, oh, I've got to beat this guy up here. He's got 1,300 reviews and he does $60,000 a month. That's going to be me in 3 months. I need to look down here. I need to look at this guy, this slow gazelle here, who has a listing quality score of 72, which means we can improve our listing and make it better than them. And these are on the screen. I tried to point at my screen. You can see that thing that popped on my screen. These are what you need to do in order to increase your listing quality score. And it's very easy to copy someone who's doing well, bring it into your lower listing quality score and up that listing quality score. And you can see that he's doing, or she's doing, $8,600 a month from just 65 reviews. Now, if I could pop in here and source this thing for about $8 or $9, give Amazon $8 or $9 for actually selling it for us, and then bank an extra $10 at 30% profit margin and start making $2,500 to $3,000 of profit on this really easy to beat item, I'd do it in a second. And that's what I want you to take away from this video is you don't need to be number 1 and you don't want to be number 1. Come in here and hone your skills and get good at marketing and find out what your customer actually wants, and make money in the process, and then keep repeating it and keep scaling up. And then when you're out of stock, you can see they want to sell 10 products a day, which is a very good start. You know, they're making $10 at 10 products a day. It's about $100 a day of profit. And they got a really low listing quality score, a really low rating, and a really low amount of reviews. That could be you. We could jump into this niche today and start beating that person and taking their sales. So I'm going to jump to another product idea. And then what I want to do is I want to show you how I would take a competitor's sale. So if you find a slow gazelle and you find someone who's doing really well, but has a low listing quality score and has a low amount of reviews and has a low rating, and you know you can beat them, I'm going to show you exactly how you should beat them, or how you can convince your buyer that you should buy your product over theirs. So you can see this button's really cool because it just brings up beginner-friendly products. Now, I wouldn't recommend jumping into any of these beginner-friendly products without verifying them, because they are just random products, but they are normally something like a neck hammock, which once again is easy to fold down and collapse, and it's probably going to be very cheap to ship, and it's going to be, they're going to have high demand, because they don't suggest them unless they have high demand. So we sort by revenue. You can see this one's doing 6 figures, high 5 figures, low 5 figures. But there's a lot of people in here doing over $10,000 a month, and they're still coming in. So let me just sort by revenue again. So some of them haven't pulled the actual revenue in, which is a little annoying. But you can see down here, let's have a look at this Slow Gazelle. This is fulfilled by merchant, so it's not even Amazon FBA. It's only a 76 listing quality score. They've only got 34 reviews, but they do $22,000 a month on this neck hammock. This very simple neck hammock that they buy for $29. They pay $8 of Amazon fees, and so they've got $21 of take-home money that they'd have to source this product for and ship it for. If you can get your product sourced and shipped for under $21, any profit over that is going to be money that you put in your pocket at the end of the day. And anyway, you can just come in here and you can just keep clicking this orange button over and over again, and you can see that they come up with these really cool ideas. And now I'm going to go and I'm going to use, let's use the next one, so you know it's not pre-planned. Gold rimmed plastic cups. So let's have a look, make sure it's actually a decent product that we can sell. And you can see if it doesn't pull the revenue in. It is pulling the revenue, which is good. We're going to sort by revenue, high revenue first, and you can see, wow, this product is actually doing 78 reviews and $80,000 of estimated revenue. So we could keep hitting that niche idea button all day and find really good niches that we could sell in. But I want to show you something that most people actually don't get right, and it's going to cost a lot of people who don't watch this video and don't understand this concept a lot of money. So I want to save you that money and that time and that frustration. And it's a very simple question that you need to ask when you decide on a product. And say, for example, I've decided on this gold plastic cup. When I've decided on this, I need to ask myself the question, why would my competitors, not my competitors, why would my customers buy my product over my competitors? So gold rimmed plastic cups. It looks to be a wedding sort of, or a party. You know, people who are having a wedding, they're like, oh, we need cups. Go to Amazon.com. We want them gold because the wedding's themed gold. Gold rimmed plastic cups is what they type in, because we know that's the keyword up here. And they do really well. You know, they sell a lot of product. They're going to be selling more around Christmas time, I'm sure, or around whatever wedding season is. I'm not actually sure about that. And they're going to do really well, and they might be a little bit seasonal, but they are going to be making high 6 figures, maybe even 7 figures for some of these products a year. So it could be an amazing niche to get into, but I need to be very cognizant of why would somebody searching this keyword buy my product. And I'm going to walk you through 3 examples of things you can do to make sure that they buy your product and not your competitors. The first one is free, because this is what I did when I first started. I only had $500 to start with, and I couldn't compete with making my product innovative, or like, you know, adding more cups in here. If I was selling cups, oh cool. If they're selling 100 pack, I'll sell a 200 pack for a similar price. I couldn't compete on that because I didn't have much money. But what I did is something similar to what this person has done right here, and it's competing on the image, competing on how you present your brand. Because if I came in here and I was looking, I think this person has done really well. You can see all the gold lines up. You can see it's a 100 pack. You're not actually allowed to do that with Amazon's terms of service, but it works for them. You can see they've got one filled up, and these things grab my eye, but so does this one. And you want to make sure that you're separating yourself from the competitors through your imagery, because I mean, this is a pretty whatever looking photo. This one's obviously they're trying to copy each other. This one's filled with orange juice. This one's doing well over here. Have a look at this one. It's got a very glittery gold, and they've got the lime and the mint and the ice blocks in there with the splash of water. But don't come in and be this person, is what I'm trying to say. Even if you invest hours into your display photo, it's very, very, very important, because you're going to be popping up on this first page, and you need to be making sure that people are going to actually want to buy your product, because you're not going to be popping up alone. You're going to be popping up with everyone else's products, and there needs to be a reason why they want to buy yours. And to give you this, ashwagandha, sometimes I have to say the word I'm typing, otherwise I type whatever I say. To give you an example of this, you need to go to the niches that have really, really high demand and see what they're doing, because the competition here is so much more steep than the little baby niches that we're selling it. These are really big 8-figure businesses, 8 to 9-figure businesses that are putting a lot of money into their supplements and their positioning of them and their product packaging. And we need to come in and see, this is a perfect line to have a look at. So you can see, this is just a photo of a bottle. It's just a photo of a bottle. It's not even that high res. Photo of a bottle, it looks pretty dark and shadowy. Photo of a bottle. This one over here, they've bulged this bottle. They've made it bigger than everyone else's. They've put some effect on it. They've got the bottle facing backwards in the background, which actually makes it look like there's more of them. They've got how many capsules they've got. If all of these were the same price, all of these were the same reviews, and you just had that different photo, you're going to be stealing all these people's sales and putting them into your product. So you need to make sure you're innovating on your niche, whether that be in the product in general, and that's the second one. So the first one is do your product imagery better. The second one is actually innovate on the product. And I can go to anything, rug gripper will do. Well, first of all, you can see which photos look good, but the second one is we're looking for bundling, because bundling is a good way to beat your competitors. So you can see that everyone else here is doing, here's carpet tape, here's rug gripper. So obviously it's something to stop your rug from sliding around. Here's a rug gripper here. What you could do, and I don't see anyone actually doing it in this niche, is you could have 12 pieces of rug gripper plus a carpet tape. And no one else is offering them together. Oh, here we go, free gift. I think it's just a roll of sticky tape. So they've got carpet tape plus a free gift. Now, you want to make sure the free gift is something that people actually buy. And how you can make it something that they can actually buy is you can go in and see what they actually frequently bought together, and start offering these two in one Amazon listing. And therefore, when someone's looking to buy something and they see, oh, there's both things that I want in one, they can buy your product and get extra value out of it. So you can innovate on your images, you can innovate on your bundling, and the last one you can innovate on is actually your marketing. If you appear first, if you're appearing up here, you can get more clicks, you can get more sales, just because you don't have to compete with this person down here. Not many people are actually looking for this person. So if you're competing on your marketing, you're actually just getting more exposure. And if you've already got better imagery, or you already got a better offer, you're going to be getting more sales. So I hope this helps out. If you want to know exactly the step-by-step process that I've used to go from $0 to $10,000 a month over and over for my products, check out the free training in the description. If you enjoyed this video and got something from it, I really appreciate it if you give it a like. Subscribe to the channel, because we offer really high quality videos that are helping you get to $10,000 a month on your entrepreneurial journey, whether that be Amazon FBA or YouTube or Udemy or Fiverr even. We're coming out with these new ways that you can work from home, you can be your own boss, and you can have the freedom that you want and that you deserve in your life. So make sure you do subscribe, leave a comment below, and I'll see you in the next video.